Yeah, good evening. What is up? But Zorark, Tash, and of course, sorry, Ognorb et. Ognorb et Niage, everyone. What's up? Ognorb, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for springing out from my flipped camera and achieving your own sentience of some kind. Kind of terrifying, but hopefully you'll be a good fit in this chat. Also, what's up, McCall? Thank you for the monkey O and weapons. Ivan et Niage, indeed. Ivan et Niage. Tash got first today. Congrats on first, Tash. But with that dance and it's an XD. I forgot that we added that. Told you the tulpa was real. Ognorb is not a tulpa, and up until now he wasn't real. Okay, trust me, very different. Hey, what's good, folks? How was everybody's day? I'm not blungoing. I'm not blungoing. You can't just type blungo. It's not how I sound. Anyway, come on. God, Ognorb is so antagonistic towards me. I never knew. I thought we were cool. I really thought we were cool. What am I saying? Oh, yeah. So, pretty uneventful day for me. Totally. We are at the end of Kentucky Route Zero. I don't know how at the end. We could be like 15 minutes at the end. We could be like an hour and a half at the end. It's impossible to tell with this game. So if it is like 15 minutes at the end, I do have Demon Souls downloaded and set up and hopefully ready to go. So I might just do that instead of like Variety Hour if it's like no time at all. Right now you look gray on your screen. Ognorb is now red. Yes, Ognorb now is red on all things. Yeah, McCall Humblebutter, the creator of Demon Souls, exactly. You have a relevant game for me to play later? Okay, but well, like I said, it depends on how long this lasts. There could be no Variety Hour. We could just get into Demon Souls, because if it's like 15 minutes, I'm not going to just do 3.5 hours of variety, you know what I mean? I don't know. Nice parody change, Shamble. I hope you're odd today. Shall I try to recap what happens in this game, since we're watching the end of this game? You sense a soul in search of answers? What's up, Patches? I am indeed a soul. I think I've got most of my answers, though. Well, actually, that's not really true. We could always use more answers. Am I in charge of the Ognorb account? I don't know who Ognorb is. Ron dug a grave, by the way. I have no idea who Ognorb is. Ognorb might be Bo, would be my number one guess. That would be my guess, is Bo. But I have no idea. I was just startled by the follow message. Also, the account was created 29 seconds before stream, so I don't know. So we're at where we needed to get to in order to make our delivery that we've been trying to make our whole game. It's this town that got washed out in a flood and that has all these layers of civilization and history layered on top of each other. And the people who are with us seem to be settling down here. And the people who survived the flood are trying to rebuild and or leaving. And we're playing as a cat. That's pretty much it. Also, what's up, Dronin? Are we still here? Well, we're very near the end, Dronin. We are very near the end. You thought it was Patches if it wasn't a real tulpa? I don't think it's Patches, but who knows? It could be. There is a kitty here. Did this reset any progress? Or we... Oh, no, okay, this is new, I think. Anyway. I will not milk anymore, because I do think we're near the end of the game. We are dealing with the fallout of these characters here and seeing which are deciding to stay and which are deciding to move on, etc. This is definitely not a Bo activity, Brungivius. Okay, well, that sounds like a very Bo-like thing to say. I'll miss them for sure. Beautiful creatures and so thoughtful. This is Emily, who is the director at the television, I guess. And talking to, that looks like, what, Johnny? Junebug. Yes? Wait, fuck. Alright, there we go. It's Bo. I'm sorry, Bo. You lasted about 5 minutes before blowing your identity. It's Ezra you worry about the most. I'm sure Julian will come and pick him up at any point now. Julian will come back with the cigarettes at any moment. Gonna leave. There's another streamer you want to watch more than me. Okay, Flammable. Go fuck yourself. But have a good time. Thank you. Good evening. Beautiful creatures and so thoughtful. I bet. Where do you think they'll go? Hard to say. Everybody's leaving, not that I blame them. Yeah, everybody does. Well, everybody says they're leaving, but surely some people are going to stay. You're going to tell Lysette her delivery guy and truck aren't coming back? Isn't she, like, dementia-ridden? She's probably dead by now anyway. I don't know. It is kind of fucked up how, like, yeah, like, Conway was, like, caring for her more than just working for her, right? He really kind of just dropped all of his responsibilities and all of the people who cared about him and just kind of fucked off. Kind of sucks. What a dick. That's the hardest part about keeping an artistic community alive, just getting people to show up. I think the ceremony is around dusk. Ceremony? Oh, the horses. I mean, the neighbors, right? The neighbors were the name for the fancy horses that lived around here. They're doing some ceremony for the dead horses, I guess. He came in indentured wage slave? Yeah, which I think's metaphorical of alcoholism, but I'm not totally sure. Where are you flying to? Flying? I'm just checking to see if everything works okay. You could fly her around. You could fly her somewhere if you wanted to, though, right? Of course. So why don't you? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know, because the cat keeps leaving. Okay, I can't. Oh, here he goes. Is he gonna work? I think he's just testing it. Ognorb didn't get caught at McDonald's? Not yet. Oh wait, he's going. He's flying. Would I watch your stream if it was Wobble Dogs? You would watch Wobble Dog stream even if it was the Brungo? I think the right answer is you would watch a Bo stream regardless of what he was streaming. Oh. Okay, well that didn't really go anywhere. I guess he said he wasn't flying. To be fair. Sure. Somewhat anticlimactic, though. What do we have here? Already follow Bo with notifications on. Everybody follow Bo with notifications on. Not that Bo is here right now. How was my day? Yo, what's up with all? I mean, that's not the right way to respond to that. My day was fine, yeah. I worked. I'm dissatisfied with my productivity at work. But other than that, not a whole lot going on. Went on a walk. Did some squats in the morning. Let's see if I'll stick with that this time around. Clyde and Cass sat cross-legged in the shade of a light aircraft, Cass shuffling cards and Clyde absently flipping through a stack of unopened letters. The demand for aerial stunts having faded almost completely, and many of their company having died or aged out of the profession, Clyde and Cass found for their remaining pilots a steady flow of contract work delivering mail to remote rural areas. But this place was abandoned. Cass's cards predicted they'd be here for quite a while. And they ended up sticking around with a little artist community that reformed here or whatever. Am I dissatisfied because I personally want to do better? I may think other people will be disappointed in my productivity. Eventually, the latter will be the case, but I hope to, for the former's sake, I don't hope to ever get to the point of the latter, you know what I mean? I even lived in there for a bit. No way. Too drafty. I moved out one winter and never looked back. It gets cold when the sun is down. Nice old church, though. Really nice. Could make a nice workshop. Also, what's up, Balsic? Ngobro. That, Ognorb is currently in chat. It's true. How are you doing? Nice to see you. I don't think I ever asked you how you felt about the end of Nine Souls. But I assume, you know, you finished it out and enjoyed it. Haven't left your building for 2 weeks, enjoying a staycation, which Mario must finally venture out. You mean like at all? Even like to go to a store or to grocery shop or to walk or whatever, Jordan? Or you just mean like you haven't gone somewhere? Final boss was awesome, challenging but fair. Yeah. I loved it so much. Did you get like the true ending? The like gooder ending? The like complete thing? You took out the garbage? That counts. Before then, it was the company store. Oh, sure. I worked in a mine for a bit. Then you know all about it. Never enough. We had to start a garden. I saw that. I wonder if we could get it started again. You may have to start with scratch with the vanilla. That's a delicate flower. Why would you be growing vanilla in a garden? That doesn't seem very productive. If you want, and you promise to keep it secret, I'll pass on my waffle recipe before I head out. Yeah, let's not take the waffle recipe to the grave. Why so secretive? Oh, I don't really eat because he's a robot. Left a few things fairly vague. You don't think so? Probably going to work towards that in your free time because it definitely felt like a neutral ending. Did the final boss have 2 or 3 phases? That would be my question. Only 2? Yeah, then you got a little more work to do. Good to know, yeah. You're not sure an objective universe exists beyond the garbage? Yeah, but if the universe is the garbage, then surely that makes the garbage beautiful, right? Why so secretive about your waffle recipe? I can't bear the thought of any son of a bitch from that power company eating one of my waffles. Let's go. I once led a demonstration march right down this main strip here back in the bad old days. We had no formal union. They watched everyone, and they had the cops on their side. We had 1,000 strategies to hide our numbers. We rotated leadership on the hour. We had so many secret passwords, I never knew if I was speaking in code or shooting the breeze. We ought to just set this place on fire. No way. I'd like to see the cafe reopen. I don't know if the dialogue choices that I'm choosing here is like selecting who stays and who goes. So far, I really haven't had a good sense of if my dialogue options have changed anything substantial, even to this point. Guess you would have to do a second playthrough to really know. Lay paper flat. Bring bottom left corner up to top right corner. Crease with firm, steady pressure along diagonal fold. Nikki applied only gentle pressure. Looser flowers felt more alive. She rolled her wrists. It was the 6th hour of her assigned company store shift, and she'd made dozens of flowers. Ronan bought a bouquet and cleaned out their stock in the afternoon. Strange waffle recipe that starts with lay paper flat. This is a different interaction. This is origami over here. This is for these little origami flowers, I guess, that they got here. I mean, probably, maybe she's folding up a waffle. Hard to know. Repeat steps 4A through 7 for each petal, taking care not to rip the filaments from step 9. She put Ron's bouquet down in the sales ledger as romantic bouquet, but really he was just buying in bulk at small discount. Since the company started allowing resident workers to donate paper flowers to Aunt Connie for civic enthusiasm points, I don't know why I pronounced that word that way, exchangeable for sick days, they had become kind of a shadow currency for local trade. A commotion outside caught Niki's attention. Men yelling, blows landing. She put down her work and stepped out just in time to see the crowd disperse. Waffle gami? It would be a lot easier to fold a pancake than a waffle. Yet another reason why pancakes are superior to waffles. One in a long line. What's this? Over here. The bell. And a giant bird. Giant heron or something. Sitting on top of the bell. What are you ringing that for? There ain't no one here. Are you trying to call people for the horse burying ceremony or something? Hey, you've just walked over me. You made French toast today? Oh, very nice, Ronan. I don't know if I've ever actually made French toast myself. Maybe once or twice. It is good, though. I am a big fan. Where's this guy headed? Oh, the robots are coming. I don't know why they're robots. Oh, here's the ceremony. Hey y'all, thanks for sticking around for this. I know we've all got places to go. Well, if anybody still needs somewhere to go, be sure and speak up, okay? I think Ron's heading through the woods tonight, back to the road if you want to caravan. Are you staying, Em? Oh, let's get as many people to stay as we can. Come on, let's rebuild this shitty little town. Yeah, I think we can build something here again. This place has good bones. For right now, though, we've got some friends to bury. The neighbors. Nikki has a poem, and I have a song. If anyone wants to say anything, though, I'll go first. Okay. The neighbors were kind, gentle, beautiful horses. I used to go on walks with the silver one out in the woods. Why didn't everybody ever give them names? The silver one, well, I guess he was gray, but his coat looked silver in the light. So I always called him that in my head. And the other one is the other one. And I loved these horses, but you'd never know if you heard me talk about them like that. So I'm sorry, silver one and other one. Sorry I don't have better names for you. You deserve better names. Also sorry I'm bad at this. You could, give them names as you're burying them. Just a suggestion, if you really care that much. Anybody else have anything to say? I was thinking about when all those candy carrots showed up in the mail. Okay, Ron has something to say. What do you have to say, Ron? I want to say these horses used to crap on my floors, but it never bothered me too much. I never mentioned it to anyone. I didn't want to make a thing out of it. Before clearing the air, that happened, and it's okay. I mean, recently, too. I was cleaning up horse crap just a couple days ago, but I'm saying it was okay. Would have been okay if any of you wanted to crap on my floors. I just want to say that. I would have cleaned up after any of you if you crapped on my floor. Thank you, Ron. This is what I would say at a funeral if given the opportunity. I was thinking about when all those canned carrots showed up in the mail. Someone was calling around with some canned carrots they wanted to be rid of, and I guess Consolidated Power got word of it. So these cans of carrots showed up in the mail, and we didn't know where they came from at first. I tried some out, no flavor to them. Some of them were gray, just awful. Rita said that's still okay to eat. Like sometimes carrots just lose their color if they sit in a can too long, but nobody wanted to eat them. Aunt Connie came on TV with a message like, hope the horses are enjoying their treat. And we thought, okay, these are for the neighbors, sure, horses love carrots. But the neighbors wouldn't touch them, wouldn't even look at them. You'd think they were canned rocks. He opened a couple dozen and set them all out by the water trough, and they were still there a day later. Even the raccoons steered clear. Then, of course, Consolidated sent us an invoice for every can that we'd opened, already made out in company script. How do you like that? Okay, I guess we'd better move on. Nikki, are you ready? Kentucky Route Brungo? Yo, what's up, Bobbert? We are witnessing the end of Kentucky Route Brungo, it's true. With a song and a poem, apparently. Can you get carrots in a can? Yeah, sure. You can get anything in a can, can't you? So what's up, Danny? Welcome in. And Bobbert. Hope you both had a good day. You sleep on the couch, you wake up in your room, then as a 25-year-old, if you sleep while driving, why do you need to wake up in hell? If you sleep while driving, listen, you're going to wake up somewhere different than where you fell asleep if you sleep while driving, just because the car is moving. And so the inertia, the velocity will carry you forward as you sleep. It's just basic science. Come on. What does Nikki have to say? The weather turned out okay, didn't it? This is a real nice place when the weather cooperates, which is most of the time. But not all the time, I guess. Maya, you and our other visitors might not know about the out-of-towner. He came here to work for the company to dig a ditch. And the company worked him good and hard, and for less than he was worth, but it wasn't enough. And they had to use him up completely. After that, we became ungovernable, first out of shame, then grief, and then anger. This is a poem for the neighbors, but it's also for this town. We're going to bury this town today when we bury these horses. It's the same thing. We're going to bury these horses, and what do you think will happen next? We'll all walk out into the woods and leave this place empty. No, I guess some of us might stay and build again. That's all right. It couldn't be me, but to try is your birthright. If you do stay, you'll be building on top of a grave, but that's true anywhere. The whole world is built on top of graves. Look for me under your boot soles, as the fella says. Nikki clears her throat and begins reading from the paper she's holding. Wake up, dead. Yeah, how many times have you not... Wait, are you telling me you've never woken up dead before, Danny? Waking up dead is real. Let's build a poem. What sounds optimistic here? For we who stayed in shame to penance pay, and hope to mercy find right where we sinned, those hopes are withered, no mercy left. Who could forgive us now we've buried our merciful friends? Nikki directs her attention at Shannon. Our neighbors were the best of us, of course. It's always so. Our better selves, clear of ourselves, where we can see their glory glow. They glow now underground, but our friends are our friends with love. What seems... These are all so depressing. I have a slightly less depressing one to choose. Sure. Our neighbors left us here, though not alone. But staring at the clouds, my vision showed. Here, where we lay our town and friends to rest. It's got a rhyme. Oh, I can't rhyme. I messed it up. May yet someday a new and hale grass grow. Let's go with that. It's hopeful. Then we buried the horses.
I've heard of a land of joy and peace and wonderful life. A beautiful place of mansions fair and skies so bright.
Oh, 7.
Where all who believe the Savior dear forever shall stay. And having been saved by grace divine, I'm going that way.
All the ghosts are showing up.
I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day. I'm clinging to Him and never to stray. Just singing praises all day long. I'm going that way. Well, glorious news I tell and sing as onward I go. For those who are still astray in sin, my Savior may know.
Is it an Anka Please song? It's more of a parade emote or parade song.
Some beautiful day. For glory to Him who died for me, I'm going that way. I know I shall meet Him at the gate when trials are past. I know I shall meet Him face to face in glory at last. Oh, I believe that when we meet, well done, He'll say. While trusting my soul redeemed in love, I'm going that way. I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day.
Oh, I can still move the cat. I didn't realize that.
And never to stray. Just singing praises all day long. I'm going that way.
This is the only thing we've seen about this game, but these guys love those horses. Most of them had no connection to those horses. Well, actually, that's not true. A lot of these guys are local, but half of the guys here have only just arrived in town like yesterday. But it's more, like they say, it's more they're burying the whole town and not just the horses. Huh. I like people kind of casually going away one at a time. Other stream ended the special bit. You are back until you get tired of thabbing again. Yo, what's up, Flammable? Welcome back. You may unfuck yourself now. I assume we just kind of wait while people, yeah, slowly go away. I'm expecting a credit roll, but I'll hold my tongue until I see it. Hey folks, who's left? God, I'm so bad at recognizing people. That's Ron, right? No, maybe? And then, I don't know. Clara? I don't know. Oh, maybe these guys stay. Am I supposed to follow everyone else somewhere else? Oh, I think I am. Where'd everybody else go? Camera angle is weird. Oh, here's someone. People? Standing in ominous and yet picturesque ways. Alright, here's where they're rebuilding in 5 Dogwood Lane. This is a furry thing? No. You already established that yesterday, Flammable. So it was like 20 minutes left. I probably could have done that yesterday then, but I had no idea how long to expect. The end. There it is. There's Kentucky Route Zero. Yeah. Act 1 restart. There's no credit roll. It just tells you to go back to the beginning again. No. I mean, I'm fine. Do you not want to give me the credits for your game for me to talk over? Do you have credits? Oh, I didn't even realize this. I can like choose which act to go to, I guess is how this works. Do you not have a credit roll? Here you go. No, you don't have a credit roll. Alright, whatever. That was in the end, I gotta play again? No, I think that was the end. Alright, well I don't have a credit roll to talk about the game, but there is sort of a lot to talk about. I don't know, I'm mixed on this game. I do feel like it's well executed individually in each part. I think my main feeling about this game is that it just doesn't feel very cohesive between the acts. You know what I mean? Like it's so... The fact that this came out over 8 years and released piecemeal is just like kind of really obvious in how the end project came out to me. It's like you take each act in its own and it makes like a nice little story or a nice little sequence. But I kind of am struggling to see any big like overarching message or theme or even plot really. Like, I don't know, what happened to Conway. I think it's interesting to like have basically what is once your main character kind of fall down the wrong path and end up leaving the story before he can finish his job. I think that's fine, but I don't know what I'm really supposed to take away from his arc or his journey. And I don't really, and like that ending with Act 5 with seeing that town with all the different layers of history and the different people building on top of each other or whatever. I mean, that's pretty and that's powerful, but is that really what the rest of the game was about? You know what I mean? I didn't really feel like it. Even visually, like so much of the first couple of chapters was about being on the zero and, you know, the driving along the map with the little circle and like stopping by at your own pace, right? Player having control, like where they want to stop on the road in order to engage with the little side things. And they kind of abandoned that for just having it be like a purely linear just like float down the river or engage in the story type thing. Have to deliver a package and a bunch of people had strange conversation, then some horses died. Yeah, but like within each act individually, a lot of stuff happened on the way to each of the characters. It's probably something that you could, I don't know, analyze a lot. You have to, like, I don't know. You could pay a lot of attention, and there's a lot in there. It kind of sucks. A lot of the dialogue is fluff, obviously. Fluff in the sense of, like, it's mood building. It's primarily there to set mood. But I feel like that feels more worth it if it pays off into some kind of real overarching thing. I don't know. I feel a little bit like it just kind of felt disjointed to me. Like, I don't know. Like, it was like they didn't start it knowing where they would end it. And not in... and then they tried to pass off that fact as an artistic choice. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it felt like. But, you know, the music where they had it were good. The visuals where they have it are good. Dialogue in many parts is good. Some parts it drags on. Some parts it's very waiting for Godot. I don't know. Overall, an interesting experience, I would say. I'm happy to have played through it. There's probably a lot to think about, but it's hard to hold everything in your head. There's so many different characters that pop in and out at different times, and you don't really know which, like, I don't know. Wait, Black Soulsing? I think so. What is the mood of the crowd here? Should I start Demon Souls now, or should I do 3.5 hours of a variety stream? I think we might as well just try Demon Souls.